welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited today to bring you an update on the Tiffany engagement ring. There are 3 things we are going to talk about today. My previous video on the Tiffany engagement ring was more about the history of the ring and kind of why the price may be a bit higher than other jewelers and so forth. Today, what I want to touch on are 3 things in particular. We're going to talk about the classic Tiffany Setting, which is what I have. So I have a classic Tiffany Setting. It is a round, brilliant, solitaire diamond ring. We're also going to talk about the Tiffany Soleste. I mentioned that ring in my previous video. It is Tiffany's halo ring, so it gives you the option of a lower price point but still with the brilliance. So I'll show you where I tried on 2 of those in the store. And then the last thing we're going to talk about is wedding bands. I've been getting a lot of questions on which bands I think are the most complimentary, and so I'll show you the bands that I have and give you my thoughts on what type of band is probably best for you to get. While we're talking about that, there is no such thing as you should buy this ring or that band, or one ring is better than the other. The best ring you can purchase is the one that you love the most, that is within the budget that you have for yourself. As long as you're happy, that is the ultimate goal. Nothing else matters. So welcome to my channel. My name is Jody. I absolutely love jewelry. I have quite a bit of it. My video prior to this one, I showed you my entire jewelry collection that I keep in this beautiful custom safe that I have. So if you haven't already watched that video, you can go check it out. I also do a lot of jewelry reviews and give you more in-depth information on all of my individual jewelry pieces, including my other Tiffany pieces. So you can definitely check out the playlist on my channel for more information. Also subscribe if you enjoy that kind of content. I have lots more of ideas and topics that I want to share with you in the future. So topic number 1, let's get into the Tiffany Setting. The Tiffany Setting was created in 1876 and is to this day kind of the standard for a solitaire diamond ring. It's what you think of when you think of a classic ring. Now, other jewelers have been creating similar styles. The Tiffany Setting itself is patented, but other jewelers have been doing a great job of creating kind of this minimalist look to the ring, which is one of the things I love the most. It's just a very slender, very thin band, and it has 6 prongs. Now, the bands and the prongs all platinum, so well, you have the option of what you'd like. You can get rose gold as well, and yellow gold and other options, but I'm talking about the platinum band and the prongs. What that does is make the ring appear to be floating, or at least the diamond appears to be floating on your finger, because the bands and the prongs kind of disappear and let the diamond do the talking. So some of the other jewelers I enjoy who have been doing this, well, one in particular, if I had not received a Tiffany ring, my second choice was going to be Jack Fine Jewellery. JACQUE. Jack Fine Jewellery is based out of Australia. They do such a fantastic job. Their rings are scintillating. They are beautiful. They're cut very well. They're very bright. They're so pretty. They do a good job with their diamond selection, and that is one of the other jewelers that I love. I don't know what their price point is. They do not list any prices on their website, but I have seen their work and it's absolutely amazing. Since I was 18 years old, I decided this is a ring I wanted, and I would just kind of go around to different jewelry stores. I was a flight attendant in my young life, and I would go to just different jewelry stores during my travels and try on multiple different rings, and always my heart was set on a round, brilliant, solitaire diamond in the Tiffany Setting from Tiffany, and yes, it has come to pass. So I'm super excited about that. So if you are unsure of what kind of ring you like, I implore you, even if you're not thinking of getting married or a fiance or anything like that, I wasn't either when I was younger, it's just a good idea to go ahead and start trying rings on so you can figure out exactly what it is that you like. So the second thing, let's talk about the GIA, or Gemological Institute of America, compared to Tiffany's in-house grading system. Now, if you didn't know, Tiffany does grade their own diamonds in-house, but not to worry, they actually have what they say are stricter standards than the GIA. Now the system is the same, they're grading on the 4 C's and the other characteristics. However, Tiffany is very, very discerning in the diamonds that they choose in the first place. And I won't go into what the 4 C's are, but good to know is that the major C and the one you should be most focused on is the cut of the ring. The cut is what creates the brilliance, the scintillation, the fireworks, the beauty. So even if you have a ring that scores lower on the other C's, if the cut is amazing, the ring is still going to be beautiful. So definitely look out for cut when you are shopping. You want to get excellent cut. That being said, Tiffany makes sure to choose diamonds that are very beautiful and to cut them very well. And even though they're not using the GIA standard, their standard is so high that it's possibly much higher than the GIA. That is what Tiffany holds themselves accountable for, is to give us only the best of the best. So don't freak out if you're not getting a GIA certificate, the Tiffany certificate. Matter of fact, let me show it to you right now. So your Tiffany certificate is going to come in this little booklet like this. And I can just show you real quick what's on it. So this is my Tiffany certificate. I'm in love with you, baby, and my love is here to stay. So one thing that I wanted to point out real quick on the designation of excellent cut, you may see the term triple excellent being used with some jewelers or in certain marketing materials. Do not get confused. The GIA and the Tiffany, when a ring is the best grade you can get for cut is triple excellent, and then that is referred to as excellent on the grading chart. So triple excellent and excellent are one and the same. So don't think when you see triple excellent that that ring is more excellently cut than excellent. It is not better or anything. They're actually the same. All right, guys, let's take a look at our Tiffany Soleste rings. I tried on 2 of them. The first one I tried on, which was a smaller one, is a 1.06 carat for the center stone, and the second one was a 2.64. So both of them a little small. Well, the second one a little smaller than my ring, and the first one less than a half. But you'll see how these rings still appear really large, and that is because of the halo that actually goes around the rings. I think the Tiffany Soleste is a great option. It is lower priced than a solitaire diamond, and that is because a solitaire diamond is going to be cut differently. It has different facets. It has different standards that it needs to meet, and so on and so forth. But for a lower priced option, I think the Tiffany Soleste is definitely a great ring. It's still very brilliant, very scintillating. What I love about Tiffany is they still put a very good center stone in the Soleste. Matter of fact, these two graded very highly on the 4 C's. So a lot of jewelers, what they will do is, because there's going to be a halo and because there are other diamonds involved, they may try to not put as nice of a center stone in the ring, but Tiffany doesn't do that. You're still gonna get a great center stone, and you want that because the majority of the value of your ring is going to come from the center stone itself. So I loved both of these rings. For my personal taste, I feel like the one that is larger, the 2.64, if you're getting a diamond that big, I think it can stand out on its own, so there wouldn't be any need for the halo. But if you enjoy that halo effect and you love the extra glam and the extra pizzazz, then absolutely do you. I'm just more of a minimalist person when it comes to engagement rings. So the way that the smaller diamond, the 1.06, looks with the halo, I actually enjoy that look because the sizing of it turns out to be just about the size of my ring, and it looks more neat and petite and kind of dainty on the finger. So that was my personal choice for the Celeste, but again, do what makes you happy. All right, guys, let's talk about wedding bands, because you're probably going to need a wedding band, right? So I have 2 bands that I have with my ring. Mine are both Tiffany Embrace. So the Embrace is basically a very minimalist diamond band that has 9 diamonds on the top of the band. It's super pretty. It matches the solitaire really well. The one thing I would change is I would get the full circle of diamonds instead of the half circle that I have. And that is because, you know what, at the time of choosing my band, I was thinking, oh, nobody's gonna see the other side of the ring, so that's a waste of diamonds. However, the ring doesn't always stay in place, and what I'll find is my band is always moving around, and then I lose the effect of the diamonds, you know? So I think if I could choose my bands again, I would just go for the full circle, and then instead of getting 2 of these bands like I've done, I would just get 1 full circle band. Tip for you, you want to get your band size just a little bit bigger so that you can wear it as a right hand ring sometimes. Personally, I love the look of the Tiffany Setting on its own without a band, because the beauty to me just comes from the floating effect of the ring, and when you pair it with the band, you lose some of that. But the extra diamonds do add a little bit more glam, so it just gives you the opportunity to mix and match and to wear your ring multiple different days. So sometimes you have a right hand ring, sometimes you pair it, you know, whatever you want to do. It just kind of gives you more flexibility in how you can wear your ring. So that brings me to the next point. A lot of people ask, should I get the pave band on the Tiffany Setting? So we're talking Tiffany Setting, but instead of having the plain knife edge band, should you get the one that has diamonds instead? And my answer for that is, the Tiffany Setting was made to allow the diamond to be the center of attraction, and for it to kind of speak its own language on its own without the distraction of any other diamonds. That was the point. So when you put the diamonds on the band, while it is beautiful, I feel like it takes away from your center stone if you have a great center stone. So I think this is what it comes down to. If you're going to get a beautiful center stone, and I'm not only talking size here, if you love everything about your center stone and on its own it's gonna be just absolutely breathtaking, you don't need that pave band, especially if you're going to be budgeting. You don't want to reduce how much you're spending on your center stone because you're putting money into the band. I think you should put as much of your money as possible into the center stone itself. So the next piece to this is, if you think your center stone could use a little bit of a boost, then go ahead and get that pave band, because the overall effect of the ring is what you're looking for in that situation. So if the center stone on its own is not giving you enough of the oomph that you're looking for, then that pave band will help to complement the ring very nicely. On that note, let's talk about the upgrade program. Tiffany actually offers an upgrade program for their engagement rings, not for the bands. So what you would do is, say in 5 years you want to upgrade your ring, you would have to purchase at least twice. You'd have to buy a diamond that's at least twice the price of the one you purchased previously. So say you spent $30,000 your first time. The second time you have to spend $60,000, but they're going to subtract the price of your first ring. So the first time you spent $30,000, this time you're spending $60,000, but they're taking the first $30,000 out. So you're only going to spend $30,000 more, but you're going to receive a $60,000 ring, and then they will take that previous diamond back. And so now what you're left with is your $60,000 upgraded diamond that you spent $30,000 more for. So don't feel stuck. If you're not choosing the ultimate ring right now, there is an opportunity for you to upgrade in the future. And on that note, guys, I know this video is all about Tiffany and really high-end luxury beautiful rings, but that doesn't mean there are not other great options out there. One of the things I like to do on my channel is to talk about other jewelers as well. One of my favorite engagement ring makers is V-Ray. V-R-A-I. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but they make very beautiful rings that are very low priced, very affordable. They do a good job with sustainability and all of that. Obviously on the 4Cs, you're not going to get the best of the best, but if you are looking for a more affordable option and something that is more within your budget right now, especially if you're a younger couple and things like that, then absolutely they're one of the companies that you can go and check out. Alyssa Lenoir here on YouTube, I have seen her ring and it is super pretty, and she got it from Vuitton. So just one of the options that I wanted to share with you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this. See you friends in another video.